So if there's anybody that's been going crazy with the features recently, it's definitely Future. That track on the Chris Brown and Young Thug mixtape was insane. The beat was crazy. The vibe they had held me breathe. If you haven't listened to it, be sure to check it out. Be sure to check out my reaction. The track D4L on the Dark Lane demo tapes with Young Thug again and with Drake. The beat was nasty. That track was insane, man. They killed that for sure. I want to listen to the All Bad featuring Lil Uzi Vert first. Want to see how that track is going to be. I have a feeling it's going to be good. Then we'll go to some other tracks. The Solitaires track. Solitaires, featuring Travis Scott. Sounds like it's going to be good too. Lil Uzi, All Bad. Let's check this out. I won't never call back if I ain't got my money. Yeah, that mean it was all bad. I got too many type of girls. Too many. I'm from a whole different world. I got one shot in the life. I'm chasing nut like a squirrel. Hold up. He just said, you chase a nut like a squirrel? Pause. That was funny. That was a funny line. I can already tell this track is going to be crazy. That's that type of beat Uzi always goes crazy in. And Future sounds great on this so far. You can't get this out for free. Look at me, oh bad bitch on me. Yeah, my bitch rock off in tea. That girl said she a big about sweat. That girl still know how to get me. Why you talking about me to me? I get money for so long and I'm counting this paper in my dream. Yeah, this sounds great for Uzi right here. I don't have time for stress. I don't have time for disagreements yet. Damn, Future killing this beat. I got one shot in the life. She remind me of a girl. Yeah, I always smiling at you. I think she just might be the ring. Future destroyed this beat. He destroyed it. Demolished this. Disagreements. So I'm definitely glad that I played that track first. That was insane. Future just destroyed that beat. Uzi went crazy. That's the perfect type of beat for Uzi. Like that fun vibe. By the way, Secure the Bag is a different type of Uzi. Like the throwback type when it came to Eternal to Take. I like that type of Uzi too, but this just sounds like perfect for him is what I mean. Of course he could do different type of styles, but this just sounds perfect for him. I'm gonna play the Travis Scott track next, Solitaires, to see how that's gonna be. Hey. Says you want a body, wanna let it loose. Bustin' out my back, I'm showing all the loot. It sound like a flame beat. I stand this Lamborghini on one wheel. 12 o'clock, and I got my gun clock. I'm on one pill. 1,000% keep up 1,000 with me. Is Future gonna keep snapping right here? I got racks on my mind and I can't lose. And I got solitary, diamond solitary. This sounds completely different from the Uzi track. Future with the high notes here. This man Travis Scott really said, been humping wifey for so long, she got a limp when she walks. That's tough. That's a tough line for sure. He really said she got a limp when she walks. Kylie, how do you feel about this track right here? That's a tough line. Travis always sounds great on this type of beat. This is a perfect combination too, and it's a completely different vibe from the Uzi track. Because the Uzi track felt like a much more fun beat. This feels like a darker beat, but at the same time, it's like chill at the same time. It's crazy. Damn. I wanna take care of you and your friends. This how you know Future don't give a fuck. He really said, I want to take care of you and your friends. I be paying attention to the memes. Them memes are funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Twitter, he did have like a situation in Twitter recently because he basically said Happy Mother's Day to all his baby mamas on Twitter. But it's just interesting. He really doesn't care like that. He just says it. That was a great track, man. That was such a good track. I gotta tell you, I'm not even sure if I like this one more than the Uzi track or if I like the Uzi track more. Because they were great, but in different ways. Next pick is Harlem Shake featuring Young Thug. Hey, trap money, hey. Hey. Trap money, hey. Money car, hey. This beat is nasty. White chalk, hey. Saint Laurent, hey. Smart curve TV, smart car, hey. Bitch, I fuck up, I can feel it, hey. Hey, put your tongue with it. Never fall, So this track does repeat the chorus more. The Young Thug verse was a bit short, but it was still good. So I would say the best track so far is definitely the Lil Uzi Vert track, All Bad. But this track, it had a bit more repetition when it came to the chorus. Young Thug had a short verse, but it was still good for the short time he was in the track. Man, if you haven't listened to the Help Me Breathe track on a Chris Brown and Young Thug mixtape, you have to listen to it. That was a great track. And the crazy thing is, they did go for an R&B type of vibe. Future and Young Thug. It didn't even have Chris Brown on that track. I think they did. People were saying they took it out, then they added it back into the mixtape. But you have to listen to it. Great track. I would say so far, it would be All Bad, Lil Uzi Vert, Solitaires, Travis Scott, then Harlem Shake. Good tracks so far. Last track I want to listen to, damn, it's already 2 a.m. over here. Man, that's crazy. That's the tough thing about living over here in PR, Puerto Rico. But listen, I'm going to listen to Trillionaire, NBA YoungBoy. It's going to be a personal type of track. I'll let you. Be the one. Another great combination here, to be honest. You gotta speak it into existence for sure. Yeah. Alright, man, so that was definitely a great track. Trillionaire featuring NBA YoungBoy. This definitely showed a lot of versatility because just think about the way All Bad, the first track, sounded. Very fun vibe with Uzi. Then we had much more of a moodier, darker, minimal beat with Travis Scott because he goes for that type of vibe. Then we had the Young Thug track, which was, for some reason, I thought it sounded like a traditional type of Chinese music. And I don't even listen to that type of music, but you know, like those type of sounds like the dun 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 dun, like you've listened to that and you recognize like this has to do with some type of Asian culture. I just recognize it even though I'm not Asian, but I just felt like that had some type of sound like that. But at the same time, that beat had like a heavy bass and a heavy snare, so it was heavy hitting with a relaxing, soothing tone, should I say, because of that type of sample. So it was interesting to listen to. Young Thug had a short verse, but I still enjoyed it. I would say it was a bit repetitive because of the way Future kept doing the chorus on Harlem Shake, but I still enjoyed it. I would say it was the least favorite out of the four because that track with NBA YoungBoy at the end, Trillionaire, you got to speak it into existence for sure. You got to say the things you want to manifest. I felt like that was definitely a good track, got very personal. I felt like they pretty much showed emotion with that type of instrumental right there. That's that type of beat that YoungBoy likes to go for sure. And Future pretty much fit very well with every single type of beat right here, to be honest. I would say my order would be All Bad. Then I would pick the Trillionaire track. Then I would pick the Solitaires. And that's a tough one because both are very good. Then I would pick the Harlem Shake. So that's my 4 right there. Damn, it's already about to be like 3 a.m. It's a very long album. I'm definitely going to listen to it by myself, try to gather my thoughts and just think about which tracks I enjoy the most. Just listen to it and vibe to it when I have more time. But that's a good list right there with those features right there for sure. There's some of the tracks I want to listen to, obviously. Let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts. Subscribe for some other videos, man. Isaac, I'm out. Peace, Future, high off life.